Okay, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night to some of you according to your location on the face of this planet Earth. You are highly welcome to our today's broadcast right here from our homeland, Radio Biafra, here in Biafra land, where I am broadcasting from. Thank you, Omo Chineke. This gospel must be preached. The gospel for Biafra restoration, the gospel of freedom, the gospel of honor, the gospel of total freedom of Biafra. Our people are wandering all over the world as if they don't have anything. But because the British came here and took over our land, handed it over to foreigners, Fulani, marauders, terrorists from Niger Republic, Burkina Faso, Mali, Chad, and all the rest of them, Sudan. They are all here as Nigerian citizens. Their duty is to be killing people, the indigenous people, so that Fulani will occupy the land of the people. The British is backing them up, and that is where we got ourselves today, and that is why we say no, we cannot continue like this. We are blessed people, we are precious people. We name our children, we call human beings Mando, the beauty of life. We don't kill, we are number one in human rights, we obey human rights, we are Democrats, and British is forcing us into a very useless entity, which we have never agreed. Our fathers was not notified. 1914, only few people, one from Calabar that they brought, and they said that people from the Eastern region have signed. And that is why we are here. They call Zik founding father. They called Awolowo founding father. They called Ahmadu Bello founding father. They called Michael Obra founding father. They called Tafa Balewa founding father. But Nigeria is older than them. What makes them founding father? They are nothing. British imposed them on us as founding father. Nigeria is 1914 and Zik is 1904. That is, Nigeria is what is it called? 1914 and 1904. Zik was 10 years before Nigeria was created. So how can 10 years boy become a founding father? Did he sign agreement? The answer is no. Awolowo is 1906 and Nigeria is 1914. How many years? 8 years of Awolowo. Can he sign agreement? The answer is no. What makes him a founding father? Tafa Balewa is 1912. Nigeria is 1914. That is to say, Tafa Balewa is 2 years. Then, how can he sign such thing? Did you understand? Ahmadu Bello is 1909. Then, 5 years, how can he sign such thing? Michael Obra is, what is it called? 1920. And Nigeria is 1914. Which is to say, Nigeria senior Michael Obra with 6 years. Then how are they founding father? That is what I want to know. Zik 10 years older than Nigeria. Awolowo 8 years older than Nigeria, or 6 years. 6 years older than Nigeria. What is it called? Ahmadu Bello, 5 years older than Nigeria. Tafa Balewa, 2 years older than Nigeria. Michael Oba, Nigeria is older than him, 6 years. 6 years. Nigeria is senior. What made them founding father? Can 10 years old sign agreement? The answer is no. And that is the mess we got ourselves. Today, every citizen of Nigeria is in prison. Every citizen of Nigeria is in British prison. Nigeria is British jail, where they jail indigenous people, leading them, controlling them to be acting as animals, handed them over to cattle rearers, and they are acting like fools. And that is why they can kill you. Anybody on uniform can kill you. They may call it accidental discharge. They may call you terrorist. They may call you criminal. They may put you in detention and kill you, take away your kidney, sell it out, take your manhood, sell it out, your private part. That is what they do. That is why we are in jail. Anybody can die at any time. You will import your goods, the animals that British handed over Nigeria to, they will seize it in wharf, they will collect everything you have, and still they will not give you the goods because you came from the rising sun. You are blessed people. You need to be put in fear. They need to set checking points in your places. They need to bring barracks to you. They need to bring police barracks in your communities. They need to set Fulani herdsmen with cows to come and kill you so that you will always be in tension. You will not remember your resources they are stealing. They will always put you in fear. They also impose governors on you, and the governor's duty is to be handing your land over to them. That is why they can kill you. Governors from the east will also invite more army to kill you. And that is why, so that we will not have ourselves and talk more of our resources. You will not remember your resources. You'll be thinking on how to survive. That is the mess they put us. And that is why we need to be freed. Our fathers have tried this and secured this land. And we can map out our boundaries today because of the out of the effort of our fathers. Without them, we have no place to call our own. They would have been asking us, where is Biafra? And whereas there is no place where Nigeria started, they say, they will ask you, where did Biafra started? Where is the map of Biafra? You ask them, where is the map of Nigeria? Because Nigeria have no map. They are building rail lines they built rail line to Niger Republic. They built road to Niger Republic. They built refinery to Niger Republic. They issue national identity card to people, Fulani in Niger Republic, Fulani in Chad, Fulanis in Mali, Fulanis in Burkina Faso, Fulanis in Sudan. They gave them national ID card. They gave them voters card. Therefore, Nigeria have no boundary. And every terrorist from any country that have been a Boko Haram bandit, Fulani terrorist, you are right to become a Nigerian army. You are right to become Nigerian police. It doesn't matter the people you have killed. You have the right to be Nigerian road safety. You can be recruited into Nigerian custom. You can be recruited into Nigerian Navy. You can be recruited into Nigerian Air Force because Nigeria have no boundary. Nigeria have no boundary. Their boundary extends to wherever Fulanis are in the world. As far as they will be taking our oil and killing us, as far as the British will be enjoying, as far as there will be Shell, as far as there will be Mobil, as far as there will be Izong, as far as there will be Texaco, as far as there will be Ajib, as far as there will be Chevron, as far as there will be Elf, and there will also be AP. That is the reason why Nigeria must remain. As far as terrorists will be part of the government, as far as terrorists will be recruited into the army, and that is the reason why you can see any animal telling you about Nigeria, because there must be terrorists in the government, and that is what makes up Nigeria. There must be rigging of election, that is what makes up Nigeria. There must be road to another country. Why there must be railway also to Niger Republic, and the rail lines in Biafra land should be uprooted, and that is what makes up Nigeria. That Igbos will not vote in Lagos, and that is what makes up Nigeria. That the business of Igbo people, achieved all the achievement they made out of the punishment of Awolowo by giving them 20 pounds and stole all our money. And the Yorubas are envying them for making it with 20 pounds. That is what makes up Nigeria. That a P2B will win, they will rig him out. That is what makes up Nigeria. That a drug baron with over 15 bank accounts, Tinubu, will be rigged into power. Why his deputy, a terrorist, Shetima, should also be rigged into power. While he was, what is it called? He was contesting for Senate and also contesting for president, vice president. And that is what makes up Nigeria. That Dino Melaye can remember the Electoral Act to the INEC chairman, and he cannot remember anything to Abubakar Malami over disobedience to court order. That is what makes up Nigeria. That senators will sign up 100 billion naira to Fulani terrorists to acquire more weapons. That is what makes up Nigeria. And these are the things that Biafra people say no. We do not believe in terrorism. Nigeria believes in terrorism and killing the innocent people and tagging them terrorists. Nigeria believes in recruiting terrorists into their army, into their police, giving them uniform to kill the owners of the land so that Fulani will occupy. And that is what we say no. Kill us or leave us, that is your business. We are not going back. We have nothing to gain in Nigeria. We are not alive. We are dead already. The police can kill us. The Fulani can kill us. Anybody can invade our land. The army can kill us. Civil defense can kill us. Everybody is armed against the people of Biafra. Everybody is armed. Every Nigeria is armed. Civil servant, civil disobedience, what is it called? Civil, what is it? Civil, what is their name that I just called? Civil defense. They are armed. They call them civil defense against the people of Biafra to kill them. Everybody is armed, fighting the owners of the resources to make sure they bring us into submissive, which is impossible when 20 pounds cannot stop us, when the, what is it called? A land and sea blockade cannot desolate our land. And you think that there is any other policy that can wipe us out of the land, the face of this earth. You are dreaming, not now that there is IPOB, and that is why we must move. We welcome you all this very morning. You are highly welcome. We must have to pray. Thank you. Chineke Mboche, imela. Chineke Udo, imela. Onyamara, imela. Onyanjemonu, imela. Onyanjana isi, imela. Eze Mmeri, imela. Eze Amara, imela. Chineke Ihunanya, imela. Chineke ndị Biafra, imeela. Chineke ndị IPOB, imeela. Chineke Ojukwu, imeela. Chineke Nnamdi Kanu, imeela. Nara ekele nara otuto n'ihi na ebuchi n'aha gị chi ukwu okike abịa amara pụrụ ime ihe niile. We have prayed. Ise. Thank you. Oh. Why? You want to destroy my...
of your rally to demonstrate your solidarity with the struggles of your kith and kin back home, I send to you all fraternal greetings. As one who has been entrusted with the onerous responsibilities of guiding our young republic through these difficult times, I must confess.
Go ahead. Odogu.
And persecuted people of eastern Nigeria to seek refuge in their own home and amongst their kindred. 48 hours to have oil and other resources. Nigeria is a single on all scores. Have continued to keep the enemy at the few borders.
In their estimate, simple. People are still ignorant, thinking that what is happening now is new. No, we are IPOB. Our Creator sent us to vindicate our fathers and to prove the British wrong in their estimate by amalgamating Nigeria. 1914, that that very estimate does not work. That thing they did, it didn't work. It is not working. They should stop pampering it. Just like Obasanjo telling you that the incoming government should call for a national reconciliation meeting. Obasanjo, before you make such statement, have you apologized to the Biafran people you killed? The answer is no. Why are you calling incoming government to call for reconciliation, national reconciliation meeting? When you, the chief mass murderer, Olusegun Obasanjo, you never apologize to the people of Biafra. You did not, that one is not done, no, the one you did, 67 to 70. You came to Ode in Bayelsa and bombed the community. Which reconciliation are you calling for? Is it for the one you committed when you were during 1967 to 70, Obasanjo, or the massacre you committed, or the people Babangida killed, our people during Abiola, also Abiola? Is it the people you killed? I don't. Which one are you reconciling? Or do you think that we are only thinking about Buhari's government? You are dreaming. Who brought in Buhari? Obasanjo. Who tore his PDP membership card at the dying minute to dump Jonathan? Obasanjo. Now, which reconciliation meeting are you handing over to incoming government? When you and the Gowon, when you deceive the world by saying that the war have ended, no veto, no vanquish. What are the three things you promised? Reconciliation, reconstruction, and the rehabilitation. Did you implement any of these three things? The answer is no. What are you now handing over to incoming government, Obasanjo? I want to know. Okay, because you say no history in school, you think our heads are open, empty like that. You are dreaming. We will remind Nigerians their crime. You are part of the problem of Nigeria, Obasanjo. Who are you handing over? Do you see the politics you are playing? That's why I told Nigerian youth, you are playing with the snakes. So you are now clapping for Obasanjo. Did you know hear what Ojukwu said? We were massacred in Lagos. We were killed. There was ethnic discrimination against our people. Is it not happening now? Then why is Obasanjo pointing at, telling you, diverting your attention to INEC? But he is the one, he is aware that there is ethnic discrimination of our people by his people, the Yoruba people. He knows that the Yoruba is killing Biafrans, as it happened before the war. Obasanjo is aware. He's calling you for national reconciliation. Condemn the evil in your land first before you call. Which national? Is that national? Is there national in Nigeria? What actually proves that there is national? A national where you cannot obey court order over the other people. A national in Nigeria. Is there any national? That is, you can say that is national. And if you are doing your national, you will include the people of Biafra. You are dreaming. The people you stop from voting. Is it what you are bringing national? The people you do not obey court order on their issues. The people you have been kidnapping. The people you send your army to massacre. You never condemn the killings of IPOB family member, Obasanjo. You are supporting election. You are against election rigging. Election rigging, how many people do they massacre? So you are satisfied in the massacring of the people you call citizens. Then you are not satisfied with election rigging. It's like the rigging did not favor you. Not that you become a good man. If a Yoruba man cannot condemn the discrimination of our people in their place, though our God is using them, but to come to reality, you don't condemn it. You say you're a human being. And you think the world will continue to move like that and will become Nigeria. You are dreaming. You will remember that a time will come when we will have our independence, Biafra. Did you understand? Okay, you don't know, or you are forgotten. It will happen now, and by then you know what you did to yourself. By then you try to turn to your chameleon, who will tell you we are Biafrans. We know your character. By then you say it's not us, so it was APC. It was not our youth. They are Fulani youth. By then we know you are Yoruba. You are Berebe. Berebe, that is what Fulani Hausa call you. Berebe also, but you do like this, that will pin you. Therefore, will be restored. Is it that you are doing? You are still in politics. Are you agitating? You use Sunday Igbohe. Your politicians use Sunday Igbohe. Settle him and hide him. And we did not fail like you people. And you are angry. You are now turned to politicians. You are angry, fighting us. Ojukwu is still saying the same thing. Discrimination of our people, killings of our people, rejecting our people. We are the people that have done everything possible to make sure we develop every part of Nigeria. Ojukwu is saying it. Not now, before. During the war, he was saying it. So you think you are the first person to build Lagos. Now you build, you think you cannot live. So are you the first person to develop northern and the western part of Nigeria? We developed it. Do you know the father of Ojukwu? They took his properties. You don't know Salwe Ojukwu, the first millionaire and the first billionaire of West Africa. The man that Nigeria borrowed his Rolls Royce from, that they used to welcome Queen Elizabeth as he landed in Iguacha, they call Port Harcourt, 1945. The man who handed Zik over to the white to train. The man who single-handedly sponsored, financed the independence of Nigeria, Salwe Ojukwu, the richest. The man that Ojukwu uses money to defend us. If it is now they tell people to contribute, they will be jumping up and down. They will say Ojukwu want to take their money. The man God gave the money to defend our land. The man God gave the money, and he understood that this money belongs to the people. He allowed his son to manage it, to defend his people. He bought Lagos. He owns from Elasa Sadiku down to Ejibo, NNPC Junction, NNPC. That he owns it. They took it. He owns Ikoyi. He owns from Westminster down to Tinkan. That sea, he owns it. He bought it. Tinkan, Coconut, down to Nigerian Prosperity. Salwe Ojukwu. Yoruba sees his things. Today they are now Alhaji. They are now managing directors with the wealth of our people. And you now, we think that this is the first time for our people to develop western and the northern part of Nigeria. And you think this is the first time for them to kill us and the British will back them up. What we will not tolerate is to come our land to be killing us. That is why we ask you to leave their place. They don't need you. Ojukwu said, we have seen that they don't need us. They are killing us everywhere. We have tried everything to settle this matter. They refuse. Did you understand? They refuse. They continue. So we have no option than to defend our land. Ojukwu said they forced us forced us out of Nigeria. Is it enough now? Are they not forcing us out? But when they go to the world, they said they want to leave Nigeria. They want to destroy. They are secessionists. Who is forcing us? Election will tell you that they are forcing us out of Nigeria. They say we should not vote. They even take people that resemble us. They even deny there are people that resemble us. They say, even if you marry to us, any marital issue, you will not vote. You are Igbo. That is what Ojukwu was addressing in August gathering, 5 months of the war, 1967. So when we are telling you to return from Lagos, we know what we are saying. We are creating a very good environment for you here. The best environment you need is security. And instructing our politicians, the governors, to allow you to develop your land, to bring their tax down, their rate low, so that our people can come back and stay at home and do their businesses and live their lives. That is our duty. When you have to know what IPOB is doing is when we allow people to go and vote in our land, and their enemies, they said we collected bribery, we want election to hold. We told you that Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped because of the election. They want to use the election against him. And they projected people that will use the election against him. And they were shouting, no election, no election. Court to discharge our leader, they kept him. They plotted people to be shouting, no election, no election, no election, no election. Because that is the only weapon. I have been saying is their last weapon is election. They want to use it against Nnamdi Kanu. People should be careful. Stop supporting anybody shouting no election and printing the picture of Nnamdi Kanu, putting it to Ojukwu, putting it to FM, right? Then writing it in Nnamdi Kanu, posting it and saying no election, and demanding for referendum on the poster. I say it is plan of the enemy. You cannot be violent and you demand for referendum. Saying no election is not democratic, and referendum is democratic. Now, how can you say no election, a poster? You now write Biafra referendum. You are wrong. You are not even calling for boycott. Boycott is civility. It is by decision. You call for no election and you said free Nnamdi Kanu on the poster and you said Biafra referendum. It is not acceptable. Referendum does not go with violence. Anybody that declares armed struggle cannot measure referendum. You don't call for civility. You don't. If you declare government in exile, you have no business with referendum. Then we told you that it is a plot. Nnamdi Kanu is alive. You now added his picture in a poster of no election. You now say no election, free Nnamdi Kanu, Biafra referendum. It is complicated. Complicated. You are violent already by saying no election. How? You don't want the Northerners that are in Biafra land to vote. You don't want the Yoruba people that are in Biafra land to vote. And you don't want Biafrans that believe in Nigeria to vote. And thereby, you do not have the right to demand for referendum. Do you know why? As you stop them from voting, so you will also stop them from voting for Nigeria. So you want to force them into your Biafra. It is against democratic process which IPOB is following, self-determination. Therefore, you should not bring closer the name of Nnamdi Kanu to such action. It is against his activities. It's against his agitation. His agitation is self-determination. And you cannot stop people from exercising their right while demanding for referendum. You cannot. During referendum, your younger brother may vote for Nigeria. You cannot kill him. You are the problem. You that cannot convince him to understand the importance of Biafra. You are the person we should hold, not him. The same thing you should also allow them to do in their election. If you don't want to vote, you start home. Then those that believe in Nigeria, that Nigeria will be better, you allow them to vote. Then if you do so, that is to say, you deserve referendum. Because if you force people not to vote, you do not deserve referendum. But if you allow people to go and vote, then you will deserve referendum because you will also allow people to vote against you during referendum. Do you see what we are playing? Now look at it now. You see that election is the only agenda. You see that Simon Ekpa is their highest agenda and the highest instrument to rig election. INEC did not plan to rig election. That's why they did it emergency, not to give the code for the PU, polling unit or officers. They didn't give them the code to load results. They load it offline because Fulani INEC was confused. When IPOB came 9 minutes and tell people to go and vote, they were confused. They don't know what to do. They now say, okay, let us off the beavers. Let us do this. Let us not give them code because people will now vote in the East. Their best option to rig election is when people do not vote in the East. Therefore, P2B cannot go to court. In a clear ground, they will tell him that his people did not vote. So, which people's vote do he want to become president with when his people did not vote? Therefore, APC becomes right. Thereby, INEC officer, chairman becomes a king. And all Nigerian Fulani will now be on the side of P2B. How? They'll be telling you, we supported P2B, if not for IPOB. So the whole blame will be on IPOB. By then, nobody will talk about Nnamdi Kanu. Because if you talk about Nnamdi Kanu, the world will ignore you. Nigerians will be against you. And Nigerians, Biafrans in Biafra land, they will be against IPOB family members. There will be no more IPOB family member in Biafra land. Everybody will hide because they will be against us, that IPOB stopped them from taking away power from Fulani and voting in Igbo man that will free Nnamdi Kanu. So they will even protest against freeing Nnamdi Kanu, Nigerian youth. They will protest. Fulani will engineer it. Tinubu will engineer it. They will instigate it. They will give them leader from APC that will champion for protest that Nigerian youth is fighting. They are protesting against freeing Nnamdi Kanu, that Nnamdi Kanu stopped them from voting. Did you understand? By then, the world will be hearing their voice that Nnamdi Kanu is against the democratic process. Therefore, he's a terrorist. And then Nnamdi Kanu will be kept behind, and Simon Ekpa will be shouting, "New Biafra leader, new Biafra leader." They will now use Nigerian media to promote Simon Ekpa. And he will now promise them that whether they free Nnamdi Kanu or not, that he will get Biafra. Did you understand? So, to deceive you while Nnamdi Kanu goes down. Now, to prove to you, do you see that after Simon Ekpa failed to instigate violence in our land, as they planned it to do it in election, it did fail. Now, APC instigates trouble in Lagos. They now call Simon Ekpa to call for sit-at-home in Lagos. Did you understand? So that the name of IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu Biafra, will come in the activities in Lagos. Do you see how they plan it? Because that burning down of our shops, killing of our people in Lagos is the thing they plan to do in our land. They plan Simon Ekpa to do. But IPOB said, let people go and vote. And our people voted peacefully. They now move it to Lagos. They told him to call for sit-at-home in Lagos. When he sit-at-home in Biafra land does not work. Did you understand? It doesn't work. He killed people. And that is not civility. Do you understand? Now, because people were discussing about no going to market. Igbo people, they want to shut down market. And the Tinubu APC took it as a their agenda. They said, okay, let us bring IPOB into the matter. Because it's all about sit at home. So as they will not go to market, let us use our agent that is agitating for Biafra. That is Simon Eba. Then let him use the name of Biafra to instigate in Lagos. So the newspaper will say IPOB is calling for sit at home in Lagos. Now we have destroyed that one. Nigerian army now got angry. Lai Mohammed got angry. Now what do Nigerian army say? They are now saying that groups that want to cause violence so that Tinubu will not be inaugurated, that they are warning IPOB. Did you understand? Now, what is IPOB's business with political activities? Just reason from my story about the election, you will know that they must want to connect IPOB to the election. Okay, go to the campaign against P2B by Reno Mokri. Every write-up of Reno Mokri against P2B, you must mention IPOB. Reno Mokri was paid. I made a program for him to make sure the name IPOB goes to P2B, to Obedient. Anything Reno Mokri write against the Obedient, he will say IPOB. If he want to challenge P2B, he say go and call for sit at home. Let's say IPOB. That is everything they call is IPOB. Is IPOB. Did you understand? He said that the IPOB have changed their picture to P2B, to Obedient. That's Reno Mokri. Ask yourself, where is Reno Mokri now? They have kept him aside. They are working now. Small time he will come up. If they achieve anything now in all their plan, Reno Mokri will be reinstated. You start hearing his voice to champion, to make sure that thing goes down normal. Do you understand? Now, Nigerian army warning IPOB against causing violence that will stop Tinubu's inauguration. Did you understand? Now, what is the business of IPOB there? We have no business with inauguration. Do you understand? That is to tell you that in the election, IPOB is the main agenda to rig election. But we did not click to their agents chanting, no election, no election. We dissolved that thing only a night, Friday night against election day, Saturday. Made the brokers, everybody went and voted, and their agent was silent. He was busy posting picture of empty road. But you did not campaign for empty road. Empty road was done by federal government. They said road movement restriction during election. Movement restriction. No movement of motor, nothing. Because they told everybody to go to where he got his PV, he registered his PVC and stayed there before election. So they made movement restrictions so that motor will not move. And Simon Eba called for no election. And the election was going on. He was busy posting the empty road instead of posting the empty polling units. That is how defeated people fight. You need to go and video the empty polling unit, which is impossible because the whole polling unit was filled, overfilled. Now you post the government agenda, which is movement restriction, empty road. He said there is nobody's movement. Go and video the polling unit. That is what you campaign for. No election. That is where you should go and video. Not empty road that government said movement restriction. Did you understand? That's what Simon was tweeting. That there is sit at home. Did you call for sit at home? No, you call for no election. 1 year campaign. But election was going on. And that was the downfall of APC. And that was how INEC fell. Because they wanted to rig it with people did not vote in the East. And it is a very good comment. A very good language. The P2B people did not vote. Simple. He don't have grant to go to court. He cannot win Lagos if our people did not vote. If we didn't vote in the Lagos, even if everybody, if we didn't vote in the East, our people that believe in Nigeria, not IPOB, if they didn't vote in the East, P2B cannot win Lagos. Do you know why? They will tell you did not win Anambra, you are winning Lagos. You didn't win your place, you wanted to win Lagos. It's a very good language. Now, IPOB gave him the grant to be going to court. And that is why we ask our people, immediately obedient election was rigged. Yes, we mock them, we laugh at them. Then we need to gather them, then watch them. You know, we are the spectators, watching, using advantage of falling of anyone that works, good. Anyone that it favors, good for us. We are working on their activities. They cannot stop now. We put it for them with our neutrality in Nigeria 2023 election. So we said this March, this court you see, we are the people that said it. Had IPOB don't want P2B to go to court, we will shut up and someone else will do the APC agenda, no election. P2B cannot go to court. So it is IPOB credit that P2B can say, I won the election. It's IPOB credit. Right? Then our duty now is for us to give him credit, for us to give him that grant. We need to not to be attacking them again. They are now in another set of agitation. Every agitation that forwards to destruction of Nigeria. That is what we need. So what P2B is now doing now is, you know where it is leading to. Why we face our own. Did you understand? And what he is doing now is not what they expected. They wanted to use P2B, so if he wins, to stop agitation. Now, they don't know how God works. They now supported him. He has become a weapon. I want you to understand thing now. P2B is now a weapon. A serious weapon. But they sponsored him against IPOB. Our God said no. We will allow them to rig the election. If he wins directly, Igbo people will be saying, stop agitation, stop agitation. Now stop agitation, let us watch P2B. Did you understand? Now, God will tell them to rig it. They rig it. God now allow P2B to move. It is a problem to Nigeria now. Do you see how our neutrality created another agitation? It is agitation, very serious one. Even the Northerners and the Yoruba that supported P2B, they don't know that he will turn to a weapon. Their only support was for Igbo man to stop IPOB. They didn't love P2B. But now, they have raised him up with their support. It becomes a weapon. Then you should stop attacking them. Stop attacking the obedient now. Let us force our agitation while we watch them. We have created it two sides, political agitation and our normal agitation for Biafra restoration. It is to the destruction of Nigeria because there must be multiple crises. That's what brings the attention of the world. If it is only you, they will ask you, is it only you that they are, that is being, what is it called? That are being oppressed in Nigeria. You heard it from Oraka, Godwin Oraka. He says it's not only Igbo that is undergoing suffering in the hands of these people. So we need to support P2B. Igbo is passing it. Everybody is going through. Everybody is passing. Do you see their agenda? The agenda is that you want to mind yourself. So if you are agitating for Biafra alone, it looks like only you is against the Nigeria. So now, if there is another way that there is people are laying their complaint against Nigeria, it is to your credit that you are right, that IPOB is right. That is to say, our complaint is not forgery. Because Nigerians are now complaining it. Now, you withdraw from attacking obedience. And that is P2B movement. Any obedient that challenge our agitation, you argue him, challenge him. Did you understand? But P2B's movement, he turned to a weapon. It was a weapon against us, but it is now a weapon against the cabal. Mind it, go and mark it somewhere. It is leading somewhere while we are here. We are now being vindicated. Magnus Oraka, thank you. Not Godwin Oraka. Magnus Oraka, thank you. Right? So he was trying to tell you that if we don't support P2B, they will see it as only Igbo. We are the people that are being marginalized in Nigeria, that everybody is marginalized under this government. Do you understand? Now we allow them to practice their own. They are now shouting out their own marginalization. They say it is through rigging. They are being marginalized through rigging of election, which you know draws attention of the world, because rigging of election is against democratic process. The world will hear it. Then our own complaint is from another side, and we need more noises from other side. What you need is not only your freedom, you need the world to come in and do something in Nigeria. That is to say, anywhere agitation is coming up that is not against our future, then you leave them. We have blamed them for blaming us, for attacking us. That's why we blame them all. Not in their election. We blame them because when they were started, they condemned us. And they were even against the freedom of our leader, saying it will stop P2B. Now, we are the people that gave them credit by telling people to go and exercise their rights. Today, they can now go to court. If we did not say people go and vote, you cannot stand in court. Now, for us to back up our achievement, we should stop attacking P2B. Did you understand? It was a weapon against us. British supported the weapon against. It is now a weapon against the Nigeria. God turned the arrow. God turned the arrow against them. Mind you, the Northerners and the Yoruba that supported him was not sincere. They saw him as the only weapon to stop IPOB. They saw him as the only weapon to stop agitation. Now they heaped sand on his Ehinye Ajanuku. Uwe now ozin sobu. Nsobu. Ozin sobu dre, ozin sobu dre anyi. Did you understand? Now they want to bring IPOB again in their election. They said they are warning us against causing trouble in swearing in. As if we have business with their swearing. Do you understand? Because they are frustrated that the name of Nnamdi Kanu is outside the election. And they have no weapon again, because that was the last weapon. They even informed the world that Nnamdi Kanu is about to stop election, which is a democratic process. And if you stop election, you don't need to ask for referendum. Referendum is democratic process also. Did you understand? They want to shut Nnamdi Kanu down. And when you are out of democratic process, you are now a violence man. That is to say, he's a terrorist. That's why they told someone about putting his picture in your poster of no election. And to confuse you, he brought the one of Ojukwu. So that they'll ask you, is it only your picture? Is it only Nnamdi Kanu picture that is there? He added FM own. Now Ojukwu is not alive. FM is not alive. Nnamdi Kanu is alive. Did you contact him before you put his picture? No. Do you see the brain? That is the mindset you ask. Did you understand? The children of FM can leave you. They are even happy you bring out the picture of their father. You bring out the picture of their father. Right? But the man that is alive, Nnamdi Kanu, that had been discharged by the court, why did Simon put his picture in a violence activities campaign? So that his name will come into the election fully. It is a violence activities campaign. No election is not democratic process. It is a violent process. Did you understand? That is a very serious agenda. When we are analyzing it, they didn't understand. But now that the events are unfolding, we will be chaining it together for you to know. We'll be fixing it together. You saw them attacking political activities. They say no election until Nnamdi Kanu is freed. Did you understand? To connect his name to their violence activities. They must connect his name. They carry gun, they scatter election campaign. They say Nnamdi Kanu must be free. It is an agenda. Did you understand? They need to connect his name. But you tell Nnamdi Kanu will be free. Nnamdi Kanu will be free. Akoko. Do you see when the Nigeria when they want to write to the world that Nnamdi Kanu's followers want to stop election? 5 days sit at home, December from 9 to 14. Nigerian government gave that agenda. They brought the agenda. Somebody that election is coming by February 2023 is calling for sit at home against election February 2023. He's calling for sit at home December 2022. And he gave 5 days. And the government feels it very well. So that our people will complain. What government want to do is our people in Lagos, in the north, to complain against IPOB. To complain, why are we doing this thing in December? Did you understand? Only to blame us. That is it. And for Nigeria to tell the world that another Biafra leader have emerged, that the people of Biafra are no longer supporting Nnamdi Kanu. They have new leader. Did you understand? So that the mind of the world will be divided. Because their fear is the multitude Nnamdi Kanu is leading. And when Nigerian media is being now promote an infiltrator and tell them that he's the one leading, you know there will be confusion. Did you understand? When they're arranging these things, we tell you, they cannot do without involving IPOB in election. Even as we have destroyed all their traps, army is now trying to involve us in inauguration. Did you understand? Now, this is IPOB that have secured court victories. We never invaded DSS custody to take our leader violently because he had been freed from court. Right? Then, we didn't do so. We didn't cause violence. Nigerian army is now calling our name in inauguration that we have no business with. If we want to be violence, we will go to DSS with a gun, with the weapons. That is the only way, any place we can go to violence and free and take our leader. What is our business with inauguration? But we are not violence, we are peaceful. That's why you see us in the Supreme Court. Did you understand? We have secured every victory that is needed to secure. All the rulings needed. So are we not in a better position to fight? But we didn't do so. We even protested peacefully. Nigerian army come and kill us in Aba. We didn't fight again. So how come Nigerian army is warning IPOB against causing trouble that will stop inauguration? Do you know the agenda? They want to come and kill our people. They want to bring in new reports. Now that the UN is here, they want to bring in new allegation. IPOB, ESN, they attack Nigerian army. IPOB, ESN, they burn down police station. IPOB, ESN, they attack the INEC office. IPOB, ESN, that is what they want to start saying now. They don't know we have crossed that level. Even the Nigerians, everybody is aware we are not violence. People were supporting them then because they thought by supporting those fake news will stop IPOB and P2B will not become president. Now they have disappointed the people in the rigging. If they lie this time, people will debunk it, not even IPOB. If Nigerian army lie now, they will tell them it's a lie. They were only supporting them down then, thinking that it will stop IPOB. Because they told them that IPOB want to stop P2B. So any allegation against IPOB, Nigerians will support it. They will go to some comment section of Vanguard and Punch and be commenting rubbish. But this time around, they are also victims. So if Nigerian army start giving allegation, IPOB want to stop inauguration, they will be laughing at them because they are foolish. Do you understand? Now you understand the statute of Simon Ekpa against P2B. You understand the statute of Simon Ekpa against Nnamdi Kanu. You understand the statute of Simon Ekpa against IPOB. Now you know who he's working for. If he's against election and the Nigeria, upon after the election, they still want to bring in Nnamdi Kanu closer to the election activities. Even in Lagos, they told Simon Ekpa to call for sit at home so that the name of IPOB will come on media. That IPOB want to bring ESN to Lagos. But we did not say so. That's why Tinubu called Simon Ekpa inside sit at home in Lagos, then leave the media war for us. Did you understand? These are agendas, APC agenda. The only instrument to rig election by APC is Simon Ekpa. It was highly sponsored. That's why he told you there is worship in Lagos. Nigeria did not make a statement. Because you cannot make such incitement and you will not hear from Nigerian Defense Academy, Nigerian Defense Chief, and the Army Chief. Did you understand? Somebody declare no flight zone. You didn't hear anything from Nigerian Foreign Minister. You didn't hear from Minister of Information. You didn't hear from Defense Chief. You didn't hear from Army Chief. You didn't hear from Air Chief. You didn't hear from Naval Chief that there is a worship in Lagos or somewhere in Biafra land. And you think it was not projected by APC. And you were there, Finland came and investigated the death of a pregnant woman that someone ever killed. And you did not hear Nigerian government and demand that the Finnish government should send someone back to Nigeria so that they will handle the case in an open murder case like that. Because they knew they want to use him more. If he's truly agitating for Biafra, it was an opportunity to arrest him. But he's not agitating, he's working for them. If they can get anyhow person in Biafra land and tag him IPOB, how come somebody is undergoing criminal investigation, interrogation in a foreign country on a crime he committed against the citizen of Nigeria, a pregnant woman, a high crime? And the governor of the state, where foreign media was sent to come and investigate on an official duty that he reported to the Finnish embassy in Nigeria. You didn't hear Ugwani make a statement. You didn't hear Nigerian government make a statement that somebody is in Finland and killed people in Nigeria. And you don't hear from them because it's in their agenda. Do you understand? Now you know the fight the IPOB is fighting. You know, we'll continue to explain. We'll continue to explain. That's the job given to us by Nnamdi Kanu. To make sure our people understand what he's fighting for. What are you going to do for Nnamdi Kanu? These are the things you do for him. Secure his life. They cannot fight him physically than to disobey court order, starve him. If they send emirs or sultan to come and beg him and bribe him, if he refuses, they will take DSS, don't feed him. Don't give him soap to bath, to take his bath. He's doing strong head. That's the only thing you can do to him. You cannot change his mind. And to destroy IPOB. So our duty is to protect IPOB and save his life. You cannot defeat him. God allowed you to catch him. When time comes, he will be free. But to protect that very of his achievement, IPOB, then defend his life. Did you understand? And use his detention to drag Nigeria into mud as they keep disobeying court order. These are the duties in our hands. What Nnamdi Kanu is fighting was given to him by God. We are telling you our duty. His freedom have brought Nigeria into the disobedience to court order is the worst. Nigeria have no image. And the bribe they are giving to international community have confirmed that they are evil. If they are not evil, they will not be given bribe. They will be proving IPOB wrong. They didn't say that they did not disobey court order. They disobey court order. They cannot say God did not discharge him. They didn't deny. So we have secured victory. Then why are you allowing your emotion to be tampered with by criminals? So after counting 150 days, no Biafra. After shouting no election, collecting money from people, do you think that lovers of Nnamdi Kanu or lovers of Biafra freedom is still with the experiment? No. After these two agendas, 150 days to restore Biafra and no election campaign, even 3, sit at home, Monday sit at home. When these 3 things Eberima have come with did not do anything. Rather, the only hope we have is the perseverance of IPOB and hard working of IPOB, which led us to a hard-trick victory in courts of Nigeria. That is the only thing you can hold on, is court victories secured by Nnamdi Kanu. Not with Monday sit at home, not with armed struggle, not with government in exile, not with killing our people. It came through perseverance, diplomatic works, and consistency and civility. You cannot secure it if you are not civil. If you are violence, you cannot secure that court victories. So our duty is to separate those that are violent from IPOB. And they started answering their name. Then we work on our civil manner. Why they are shouting, they didn't achieve anything. So somebody that is still following Eberima after all these things, and the only thing positive to free Nnamdi Kanu is what IPOB is secured through court. And the Eberima told you that you cannot secure anything in your precious court, that killing our people is the best. Did you understand? Now, what are you now holding? Is it achievement from Eberima or the achievement we achieved after all the blackmailing? Is it not IPOB achievement? Did we shoot gun to secure court victories? No. You that killed our people, did you secure anything? No. Now, why are you still following him? Because you are a habitual criminal. You are a habitual criminal. A thief. You have been hiding to love Nnamdi Kanu or life like Biafra. But what is actually keeping you there with Eberima? Your hatred against Nnamdi Kanu, your hatred against IPOB, and your hatred against the restoration of Biafra. It is pretense. It is a pretense that you are with Eberima or you are talking about Eberima by now, after all the failure, after all the evidences in his activities with APC. We told you that in my brokers, I said both Nsima and all of them, whenever they are working towards 2023 election. I started saying it since 2021. I said at the end of the election, you will know who they are working for. We'll continue to fight them. We know what the agendas. Immediately time come, they separated. Nsima now came up openly. Now this one stay to be holding people so that he will lead people against election. Then the blame will be on IPOB. Why is Nsima silent now? Because no election did not work. Had there been no election, there are standby media thieves. They gather already that will carry on, promote the blame on IPOB. You cannot defend it on media. There will be many. They will say IPOB stop election. That is when you would have seen Nsima. But after campaigning for Tinubu, they rigged Tinubu in. He's quiet. Had there been that no election, that is when they will campaign. They will know that Tinubu will win freely. So they will be campaigning against IPOB. IPOB, that the people that deserve IPOB, all of them will turn to supporters of IPOB. All of them throughout. New recruit. Tinubu will now arrange people that will be leading protests in different states in Nigeria, campaigning against free Nnamdi Kanu, that Nnamdi Kanu is a terrorist. Nigerian youths, they will campaign. They'll campaign, they'll start it in Igbo land. And the Igbo people will be out to do it because IPOB stopped them from putting P2B. Did you understand? It is a very good grant. They will arrange Igbo people. They will protest. They don't want IPOB again. They don't want Nnamdi to come out. He's the one who stopped them from voting in P2B. They hope that P2B will free him. They say, okay, is it Tinubu that will free him? Who will free him now? So we don't want him to come out. Did you understand? We don't want Biafra again. Tinubu will sponsor them. He's now sponsoring a new leader of Labour. That's how they sponsored Simon to be new leader of IPOB. So that's how they would have raised sponsored protests in the whole state in Nigeria. And their media will be carrying it. That is also Kwara youth are protesting that Nnamdi Kanu is a terrorist, he should remain in prison. The Lagos youth are protesting and led by Ifeanyi Chukwu Maduabuchi is the leader, Igbo man, leading a protest against the release of Nnamdi Kanu. He is the one who stopped democracy in Nigeria. Nnamdi Kanu, the one who did. That is the protest you will see in the whole Nigeria. You'll be ashamed of yourself. And Simon Eba will be there shouting, I am going to restore Biafra, if Nnamdi Kanu is out or not. That is what you'll be hearing from him. Do you know how many people they would have killed during census? Had we not defeated them in no election? What we would have been hearing now is, no census in Biafra land, no census in our land. If we see any census staff, we'll kill you, we'll kill you. You will not count us. We are not Nigeria. We are not the zoo. These are idiots. These are new agenda they would have given him. But his no election didn't work. Did you understand? That is why if we are working, we tell you to watch. Watch. Do you know why? Our God is with us. The agenda of IPOB is always childish to you. You will not understand it because we do not call ourselves. The same thing to Moses. His instruction is just ordinary. People don't like it, but it will work. They said that we are tested. He consulted God. God told him to go and destroy the stone. And that's where water came. If they tell you now that's what IPOB tell you to, they say no, they should give us gun. Okay, snake bite them. And they complain to Moses. Moses complained to God. God said, kill a snake, hang it on the tree. Whoever that the snake bites will look on the snake on the tree. God did not stop the snake from biting them. Understand it. Now that they are killing us, what IPOB will give you idea on how to save your life. Not that they will stop us, the enemy from killing us. They will not stop killing us until Biafra come. God did not stop the snake. He gave them to solution in case the snake bites you. Hey, why did DOS? The army is killing us. They cannot stop killing you. Our leader was here. Wike was killing us in Obibo. They cannot. They will only give you advice how to save your life. He was here. Uzodema was killing us. He cannot stop them. He said we are going to fight them, right? And he's giving you idea on how to save your life. That is the work of the people that come to free you. They take this instruction from the Creator. It is always local. And the infiltrators will give you superior agenda, the one you like in your eyes, that lead you to destruction because they work with your emotion. But IPOB take instruction from the Creator. And it will be announced in a divine radio station where God approves anything said there. He will approve it, it will work. That is how we do. People don't know our weapons. The radio is ordained. Our leader said, even if Chukwu Abiyama have not said it, immediately we say it on Radio Biafra, it will be approved by heaven. That's why Sit at Home works. Not only our campaign, there are spirits behind it. It must be announced on Radio Biafra. It's a holy platform. God must approve it. But these people, they force people at home because they try to force, because they can never force. They try to force people at home. It fails because they did not say it on the hallowed platform of Radio Biafra. Their pronouncement is ill. It is not divine. It is corrupt pronouncement. There is a place God will blessed as our voice. That is where he gathered us from. And that is where we must voice out from. Even if a child is talking there, it shakes Nigerian government. It is a divine platform. That is why there are things you must agree to be obeying before you broadcast on Radio Biafra. You may call in Radio Biafra, but a broadcaster, you must agree on things. After all, before you create Facebook account, you will agree in their terms and conditions. Then, before you broadcast on Radio Biafra, you will also agree on the terms and conditions. But one idiot said, I am not going to broadcast on Radio Biafra under any condition. And that is the wrong one. That is the pure image of their agenda. And that was where we trap him down. Had the leadership allowed the idiot to make a voice, even a broadcast on Radio Biafra, the Nigerian government will be using it to back up all their petition against IPOB. They'll be using it. But that was the best thing. That's why I always tell them, if there is no good thing God used the leadership to do, just remember how God will use anybody to avoid a berima from voicing out on Radio Biafra. That is why anyone they remove now or they stop, you know that the person, even if you are not evil at that moment, evil must enter you. For stopping a berima. Okay? That's why they brought an expel in Germany and they recommend our leader to be returned back. And the leadership did not accept it. They say you must obey. I asked them, go and tell them to obey that Berima should broadcast on Radio Biafra first. As far as those people that stop Berima from broadcasting on Radio Biafra, even if it is me that they want to stop, let them stop me. I know they are right. For stopping Berima. Anybody they say you will not be there, or that they are right. They are seeing something. They are seeing something. If it is you, the same people that recommend an expel in Germany is the same people that recommend a berima. None of their recommendation is ever good. So the same people that God used to stop a berima is the same people he's using to stop the new berima in Germany that they want to impose on us. If there is no achievement stopping a berima from broadcasting on Radio Biafra, do you think we can deny all his crimes had he broadcasted on Radio Biafra? The answer is no. Don't need a jam there. You know, say obey returning somebody that was expelled in Germany, return him without returning Uchemefo. You are dreaming. You go and lie to our leader, you return Abraham, a national coordinator Germany, to be reporting to people he is not loyal to. So that is how IPOB work. You are not loyal to the top. You will be appointed. You are dreaming. We don't work like that. We are not in a club that you can finish your tenure. We don't do tenure. It is a movement. We don't compensate with the future of people. We don't do compensation. This is future of generation, living and unborn. You want to compensate with a position of national coordinator in a movement that our people are eager to return back home. People are suffering abroad. They want to come back home. In a Bukwoge, compensate expelled Abraham in Germany. He recommended that our leader. The same people that stopped the criminal, you recommended our leader to broadcast on radio, are the same people that stopped him. So you wait until our leader is out so that he can work with a spell, no problem. But the leadership are not comfortable with a spell now. If our leader can manage him, you wait. Continue fighting for Biafra. Wait, if he's out, he can return everybody. Go to Chemefa and George Onibe, no problem. But for now, the leadership cannot appoint somebody that will delay them, somebody that will make them to fail. It is a lie. Somebody that will make them to fail. Did you understand? So, when God gave Moses the idea on how to kill a snake and hang it, if a snake bites the Israelites, they should look on the snake. God did not say hang it. Snake will stop biting them. Did you understand? In case of those people say, we are going to stop army from killing us. Dear yes, why? They are killing us, and Fulani have entered. You did not mention the place they sacked Fulani. You have mentioned the place the Fulani ran to. Don't you know they will be doing stronghead? Why our people are fighting them? Are you going to stop them totally? The answer is no. Then there is a solution to fight them. When they come to your community, you contact ESN. Did you understand? Then the community should also neutralize their mind and welcome them. That's what God told Moses. If they bite you, look at the snake on that was hung on the tree. They must bite you. The army will come and kill us. And when they want to kill you, they will make incitement and give you allegations so that the world will listen and say this is why. Because you cannot just kill people. That's why if they kill us, they will try to defend and say they did not kill. Nobody can come out and say I killed. That's what Simon even told us. If they kill, they tell IPOB to accept. But Nigerian army never accepted people that even have license to kill. Police never accepted. But Simon never will kill on Monday. Nigerian army will say it's IPOB. They will take their newspaper. They will, IPOB will come. Imapa will say, we did not call for sit-at. They say, why are they talking now? They should leave it. They don't want our leader to be out. Even Nigerian army never agreed that they killed. Upon they have uniform, backed up by their country. You want us civilians that have no gun to agree that we killed. They don't want to be called terrorists. They should step aside. So Nigerian army that have the right, you think they have the right to kill. Why is it that if they kill us, they'll be denied? Why do they deny Lekki massacre? You don't have the right to kill anybody. Nobody has the right to massacre. It doesn't matter. So you want us to take credit that our people was killed on Monday, so that DOS will not be called betrayers. But you never agreed and make a clear broadcast that you killed a pregnant woman. You keep defending yourself. So you are not even ready to be answered terrorist. Chineke mere m ebere. Anyị na-emecha mmadụ analyze mee ma nshika obu n'afọ. Kọwaa ya. Ineze anyị eze. Thank you. Ụmụ Chineke. So the instruction of Chukwu Abiyama to our leaders is always look out to you. Isn't it? When God told the Amalekites was coming to fight the Israelites in the valley of Rephidim, the Israelites, some of them went on top of the mountain and they saw the Amalekites coming. And they ran back and informed Moses. Moses informed God. Is that not how we are doing? Ebute ebutere ya command. Ebute ebutere ya command. Ebute ebutere ya command. But Han saying, no, don't take instruction from DOS. No, now we should be autopilot. As a fool, we move. They reported to Moses. Moses complained to God. God gave him instruction. What did God say? Tell them to train, and they started training. Leadership. Tell them to train. They started training. The women say, we will also train because the children that are coming to kill are our children. And the women joined the training. And when the war started, God told Moses, go at the mountain there, go hold the staff Right? Now, as he was holding it, Joshua was standing, Caleb was standing. Right? Now, if it is our people now, they will say, he should come back here. The Israelites did not tell Moses to come and start fighting. Did you understand? Moses was holding the staff. As the leadership of IPOB, always hold the staff on our behalf while they command us to fight. That is why, if they didn't send you to anything, they can hardly for them to take responsibility, because if they send you for a work, they'll be holding their staff on your behalf. Did you understand? Moses was holding it. They did not tell them, all of you in abroad, come back. Come back. Are you the one to tell Moses when to join the battle? Are you? Caleb was there. Joshua was there. The leaders was there. Beside Moses. Assisting him while the man was fighting. And your own, they should come back now and lead us from here. No, Moses would have come back without holding the staff. Did you understand? And if Joshua and Caleb joined the battle, when Moses was getting tired, who would have helped him to raise his hands up? Who? Come back now. Come back. Come, lead us from here. Come back, IPOB leadership. Why are you telling them? Come back now. No, you didn't tell Caleb and Joshua to come down from the mountain and join them while Moses was holding the staff. Had they not been by the side of Moses, who would have helped Moses to raise up his hands so that Israel will continue winning? Some of you that have pushed Aaron in the absence of Moses to allow you to make yourself your own gods. Remember that the land they opened, over 23,000 fall in. And we thank God there is no Aaron in IPOB leadership today that you can pressure to allow you to make yourself your own God. This time around, you decided by yourself, you made yourself your own God. You took the picture of a Merima, you made it your profile picture. Did you understand? You make him your own leader. Why deceiving yourself and telling us that Nnamdi Kanu is your leader? You are serving two masters at a time. Does it work? When IPOB leadership brought the picture of Nnamdi Kanu, you and the Berema, you ask us, is he picture that will free Nnamdi Kanu? What was the fight? Only to make sure that the picture of Nnamdi Kanu does not flow on media, so that the picture of Berema will be flowing on media. That is making yourself your own God in the absence of Moses. That you have wasted time. Remember, Berema started with the freeing Nnamdi Kanu. Today, he is now leading you to Biafra. Did you understand? That is to say, you have concluded that Moses have wasted time. Do you understand? But you have forgotten that there was a staff. And there is a staff in the hand of Moses. You forgot. And you don't know that that staff is special. And the Aaron does not have that staff. Are you aware? God ordained that staff in that place where Moses was, when he was rearing the sheep or cattle of his in-law, Jethro, right? Then he have that time that God appeared to him, that the bush was on fire and the bush was not burned, right? Now, when God told Moses, you are going to Egypt and save my people, Moses argued him. He told Moses that it is my covenant with your grandfathers. He said, no problem, but I will not go. God now said, you are the chosen one. And he asked God, if I go to Pharaoh, who will I tell him that sent me? He said, I am God, the God of your fathers. Moses wasn't satisfied. And God revealed a secret name that he did not even tell Abraham, Melchizedek, Methuselah. Noah does not know that name, that his name is I am what I am. It was a hidden name for the saving of the people. That's when he revealed it to Moses. And Moses was not yet satisfied, though he was holding his staff, but not yet ordained to confront Pharaoh, because Moses needed weapon. And when God understood the complaint of Moses, knowing that Moses needed weapon, he now said, okay, what is in your hand? Remember that God have revealed a secret name to him. He was not yet certified. Secret name, go with it. No, God now gave him weapon. Drop your staff now, he drop it. He turned to his neck. He said, pick it, pick it. He turned to the staff. That's when Moses could be able to move. He don't waste time. He don't waste time. He moved direct now. All the okay. He drop one banana and kefer or drop one here. He don't go there empty-handed. Then I'm asking you, the Aaron you followed, is he holding the staff? The answer is no. Then let us tell you about Nnamdi Kanu. Nigeria is the foundation of lie. Nigeria believes in lie, but telling the world that they are saying the truth, using media to destroy people that are victims of the British contraption, the latest mass prison, British prison in the world, that is Nigeria. Did you understand? You know Nigeria is a British prison. Anybody that is a Nigerian is in prison. You don't have running water. You don't have anything. Nothing is good. So you are in jail. Police can kill you. Army can kill you. Everything can kill you. So when Nnamdi Kanu came, God knew that he need to give him means of communication. His weapon is Radio Biafra, to challenge the lies of Nigeria. God gave Moses, God ordained the staff of Moses to challenge the magicians of Pharaoh. His own staff swallowed their own. And the Radio Biafra destroyed Nigerian lying media. Then those people you are chanting, hey, you are my new leader, I'm my leader. Do they have that staff of Moses? No. Do that your leader have that Radio Biafra? No. Then why is he needing you to? Are you sure you are sharing the program? Facebook, why are you angry? Are you sure why are you removing people, stopping people, denying people their right? They have their data. It is their right. Allow them to listen to truth. Eh? We are blessed people. We define weather. Amumagbo anyagwa gị na mmiri ezochago. Amumagbo anyagwa gị na mmiri na-akwado izu. Egbe eluigwe agba tanda agwa gị na ọ na-ezo somewhere. Nwekwe nke ga-agba agwa gị na ọ ga-ezo ugbu a. Anwụ acha agwa gị na ihe awa anwụ mmiri. Ya achawakwa agwa gị na anwụ ga-acha. Remba apụta agwa gị na mmiri akwadogo izu. Remba ala apụta agwa gị na mmiri alawago. Ha macha nke ọwụ. We define weather. Nwaanyị metụ nwa ya aka n'ahụ, ya ọgwa gị ihe na-arịa ya. Anyị ma ihe, you don't stop us. You don't stop us. Anyị ile anyanwụ anya, anyị agwa gị ihe na-akụ. Anyị nwa na-akọwa weather. We define weather. Ndị a gọziri. Aya ka eji Facebook alụsọ. Chineke mekwere ebe ebere. I forgot my fan is even off. Let me put it steady. It I better myself. I'm please. Thank you. Oh my Chineke. So thank you. We have everything. And we're kingdom of Zenaga. Here I bekee na agwa m hapụ ebe a gawe ebe enwere nkwụ. We have nkwụ, nwee akị ilu, nwee ngwọ, nwee ube mgba, nwee ụdara. Ụzọ osisi ise ị ga-ahụ n'ala ekwere na nkwa. Ma mụọla Leviticus ka edere ya ka ọ gị. Ụzọ osisi ise a ị ga-ahụ ya na Promised Land. Nkwụ, ngwọ, akị ilu, ube mgba, ọwụkwụ ube nke a eji atọ, ube mgba na ụdara. Isi m na onwe ebe ọzọ a na-aga. No problem. No problem. Onwe ebe mụ a na-aga ebe a. Ebe a. A chọrọ ịrụ ụzọ ha onwe ha na-azụ azụ. Anyị nwere okwute, anyị nwe aja, anyị nwe ihe niile. Ị chọrọ ịrụ ụlọ, anyị nwe ya. Anyị nwe simenti. Ị chọrọ ishi nri, anyị nwe ihe niile. Anyị nwe ihe niile. Ị makwa na anyị efesigo a land and sea blockade. Jụọ m ebe anyị si enweta material. Kingdom of God on earth. That's why we witness a land and sea blockade. For God to show the world what is in us. A land and sea blockade proved who we are. Who can sustain it? Who? Sustain it? Manufacture weapon? Where do you got the raw material? Who supplies you raw materials? Divine people. Divine people. Agos. They were in the center of the world. 0 latitude and 0 longitude. 8 to 2 pogi. Pajra is at 20s. Or blessed people. Ihe ọdụdọdọ nwatakịrị ekwowa uri o nwere mkpụrụ uri gbuwa ya were mmiri ya techaa nwatakịrị na nkeji aka tee ya n'olu ota techaa ya rụcha ya mechaa ya ota uri ihe ọdụdọ mechaa na nkeji ụkwụ uri ihe ọdụdọ akwụsị. Ị ga-eweta akị tie ya ugbo ata. Ị ga-eme akwụ mgbe ọbụla iweta mkpụrụ akị were eme elu akụ ọ ga another thing. Ebe na nkwụ anyị nwere akụ nkọrọ enwere ọsọ ụkwụ na-enweghị mkpụrụ, enwere nkwụ ka enwe mkpụrụ, nwee ojukwu. Blessed people. Iweta osisi akpụ tie n'ala ya orupụta akpụ. Iweta ji gbuwasịa ji ya oruo oji. Agaghị eme ya nọọ isi ji, ahụ ji na-eru ome. Isi m na onwe ebe ọzọ m na-aga. Chineke mekwere m ebere. Ịmakwa ihe edewere ebe a. Ụmụ nwaanyị Hibru ugbu a ka ọ na-awụ nwaanyị dị ime na-eche echiche. Mgbe ahụ a na-amụọ nwa nwaanyị anọ ọmụgwọ n'ozu ọmụgwọ. Gị nwawu di nwaanyị ma ite ka itam ịtụ anyị ime na ọmụgwọ. Nwaanyị ga-adị n'oke dị mma na-achị anyị na ọmụgwọ. Ugbu a anyị na-adị ka ndị ara a na-ele ọmụgwọ yọrọ nwa n'azụ. Nọzuo ọnọdụ a na-anọzu n'ọmụgwọ tee uhie n'ụkwụ na-acha pụpụpụpụ. Agba mmanụ nwaanyị mụrụ nwa ọfụ mgbe anyị pere mpe. Nwaanyị na-agba mmanụ. Ugbu a ha dịzị ka agụụ ji na ya jikwe nwa ya. Chineke mekwere m ebere. Obi a na-amapụ mma gị ga-agagide ọrụ ụbọchị ọ lọta ọrụ ebutuo ihe o bu n'isi ya baa n'ime mụọ nwa. Ọmụọ nwa ha na-eshi ike ha na-amụkwu akwa abụọ. Hebrew women. Vicious women. Vicious. We are blessed people. We move. Ihe niile zuru ka anyị nwee mmiri azụ nọchịa. Ihe niile a na-enwe na mmiri nọchịa. Anyị nwee akpakoro, anyị nwee mkpi ikwe ka ị na-adị flat, akịrịkọ, ishe ya ọgbawa, enwe nshịkọ, enwe ihe niile, everything zuru ezu, anụmanụ anụ ọhịa. Gwa m nke na-anọghị n'ọhịa. Olee ihe ị chọrọ here now? Olee ebe ozi alaeze? Olee ihe ị chọrọ here now n'inwetaghị? Olee ihe ọwụ here now? Chineke mere m ebere. What happened? Hey, this one is shut down. Let me use another power. This power is done. Okay. We move. So that is it. That's why God allowed us to witness all these sufferings, because we will save many people in the world. So if we have not experienced suffering, how do we hear the cries of other people when they will start crying to Biafra? We are the center of the world. You know, the world sees us. So also, the people will run to us for safety. People will run to us to help them. for freedom. Right? So we have witnessed these things so that we can feel the pains of other people when they will cry out for help. Although they are able, will save nations. That is why Nnamdi Kanu is very important. That is why it was almost a global conspiracy to kidnap him. But having seen the consistency of IPOB, and the most is to keep IPOB together. While Nigeria keep telling their media to inform the world, there is IPOB fraction. That is one thing they want to present to the world. Do you understand? But we maintained and guide IPOB. Fallouts are not fraction, and those that have not been IPOB, that they are calling fraction leader, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. So IPOB is one family, the biggest family in the world, led by Nnamdi Kanu. Only one. We maintained it. And that's why some people that Nigeria made friend earlier, they started removing their hands. They started going back. Nigeria will be calling them, they'll be going back because we maintained and sustained the heat to put our enemies to shame. While we are protecting IPOB, we are also securing victories in court, protecting Nnamdi Kanu. That is how it should be, so that you can have presentations to the people that matters, because there are people that matters. There are people that made Nigerian army. When they kill us, they will be denying. If they own the world, they will kill, and they will say yes. But they never agree that they kill, because there are people that also owns the world that will bring you to book. And these people matters, and we must make them to know what we are doing. We must make them to know that Nigeria is lying against us. You don't say that nobody will help you, nobody will fight you. We know we are fighting for our own, but you must prove yourself right. You are a human being. Because you need Biafra, you don't blackmail yourself because you need Biafra. If you have Biafra, then you will manage your Biafra alone. No. While you are fighting, you will also be showing people that you have conscience. You will also showing nations that you can manage your country. You will also showing nations that you can do business with them, that your policy will allow them to invest in your land. You don't turn to terrorists while agitating for freedom, that even people will be afraid of you. No, these are things we avoid. We make people to understand that we are not the problems, but we are being rejected and being pushed out from Nigeria. And the Ojukwu said from the tape we listened, that Onya Jurana Jomwe, that is it. He that is being rejected by other people cannot reject himself. So therefore, being rejected by the Nigerians, we need to go and manage our life. But Nigeria have used our resources to give people out, only to be intimidating us. So you cannot start with terrorism. If you start with terrorism, the people they gave out your oil to, they will help Nigeria to fight you. These people are their weapons. Mobil, Ajib, Izom, Shell, Chevron, Texaco, AP. All these things are reserved, the main weapon of Nigeria if you start war. They will use their army to instigate it if you start war without clearing the air of your intention. Then these people their country becomes your enemy. Because that will be the channel of the lies of the British against you, that you are after oil. But when you have defeated Nigeria in their courts and get an international recognition, right? Even UN have given judgment on the case of our leader. This is an international recognition which you need to secure, and secure rulings from Nigeria courts also. Then you have something as a weapon presentable to any table in the world. Do you understand? And these are the things that IPOB have achieved. Thank you. Thank you. Our leader Nnamdi Kanu must be freed. Our people must be disciplined. If you are not comfortable with IPOB command and control, that is why we believe in Democrats. You know, the people of Biafra are number one in human rights. What is number one human right you can present to anybody, both in the foreign country, to prove that we are the people that maintains human rights? Nobody should come and teach us. How? If somebody is beating his child and this child run to you, even if the father of the child or the mother of the child is like a giant alakuku, immediately, and you are too small, immediately the child runs to you. The person pursuing that child will go back. He will go back now. He have run to somebody. Human rights, we maintain it. You don't say you are. But in Nigeria, if you run to somebody, they will come and beat you. Did you not see it in Kenya? Nnamdi Kanu was in Kenya and he was kidnapped in Kenya. Uhuru Kenyatta. Does he know human rights? The answer is no. Then he should come. Let us teach him. If somebody is in your house, you rather die than to kill that person. That is why in our land, we also protect strangers more than ourselves. You see Biafrans fighting themselves because one of them wants to intimidate a stranger. That's why Nnamdi Kanu said that every Northerner or Westerner, Yoruba, that are doing their legitimate businesses in Biafra land, that their residents are no-go areas and must be protected by all means because they are, that is their right. But marauders, Fulani herdsmen, parading as cattle rearers in our bushes, raping our people, destroying our farmland, destroying our crops, and kidnapping our women, raping them, killing them, that they are not needed or wanted in our land of any kind. They are terrorists, and that is what we say. And that's why the Northerners come to change it and say, they are pushing other people. They are pushing Northerners in the place. We say we are pushing terrorists, that Nigerian government themselves, through Lai Mohammed, Garoba Shehu, and Femi Adesina, informed the world that these people are foreigners from Niger Republic, Burkina Faso, Mali, Sudan, and some other of them, and they invaded Nigeria, and they are killing citizens, which we knew that it is a state-sponsored terrorism against indigenous people. For the Nigerian government, custom are in charge of the borders. Why do they leave them? And they coming in, the government is threatening the indigenous people to give them their lands for Ruga or their life. That is to say, it is a government-sponsored terrorism. If these people are invaders, foreigners that came to kill indigenous people that Nigeria said that they belong to their country, is it not the duty of the army to go after them rather than threaten the people to give out their land for Ruga? And that is why we say we don't need them in our land, because they are not our people and they are not even Nigerians. But you see Northerners turning it that the IPOB is pushing Northerners back from there. But you say they are foreigners. Are they Northerners now? So those in the bushes are Northerners. But like Mohammed said, they are foreigners. Garoba Shehu said they are foreigners. Femi Adesina said, your land is better you give your land and save your life. And how do you want us to accept that? That these people are Nigerians and that they are Northerners? No, the Northerners in our land are safe. They have a place where they are living. We have Amausa, all the places they are safe. But if you like, you join them in the bush, you will be haunted to leave our land because you are a terrorist. If we see Nigerian army with them in the bushes, they are all terrorists. If we see Nigerian police with them, they are all terrorists. Because there is no Nigerian barrack in the bush. There is no Nigerian police barrack in the bush. Thank you. Did you understand? And that is what we are doing. IPOB is in charge of this very land and will continue to do so because our people needs us by praying to God, crying louder. We ourselves, we cried louder. We don't know he's preparing for us. We don't even know he's using them to equip us by suffering us, giving us 20 pounds that we scatter all over the world, which he said in the last days he'll gather us back. And today he have gathered us back. Our anger are the people, are going to the people that have never understood that them being in different parts of the world is because of this very moment that they should gather and let us go back. As God have answered our prayer in Lagos, as we always pray, and I always put this in prayer point that he should raise anybody that will help us to restore Biafra. It doesn't matter how the person will act. Today, he have raised the people of Yoruba to force us out of Lagos. They are an instrument. They were doing it to intimidate us, but they don't know that God somehow have used them as an instrument to remind those that have felt relaxed in Lagos and some other part of Nigeria without minding that the same thing happens 1964, 1965, 1966, and onwards. They think it have stopped, but God raised them to begin to fight us again in Lagos, to remind them that this is not our home, and that is a very serious weapon provided by our God, because when time comes, he will even turn those that love us against us, so that you will be forced home. You cannot peacefully go home, you will be forced home. So anybody can be raised, just like P2B. They raised him against IPOB, and IPOB shifted on the road. Today, P2B have turned to an arrow against the Nigeria. Even the Yorubas and Northerners that supported him, they are now regretting it, because he have turned to a weapon, because their language have returned to tribalism. And when they now return to tribalism, as we inform you that after the election, they will incite tribalism, and you'll be divided, and they will come with religion, you'll be divided, and they will come with political incitement or political statement, right? And that is the total division, because those that are inciting these ways for the Fulani are the people that they have secretly promised to be minister, secretly promised to be appointed in office. That is the political way they use. After implementing tribal, they will implement religion. They will now call your brother that have weight. They will tell him in secret, you'll be a minister. They will tell this one, you'll be the speaker. They will tell this one, you'll be the deputy speaker. You'll be the secretary. You'll be this. Then they will now go back, start calming their youth down, or the Fulani will now be calling them to instigate them again, to use their youth. Did you understand? And cause trouble. Because of their agenda, like you are hearing Fanika, you are hearing anybody shouting, they have promised him. That is how they do. The same thing they did when they kidnapped Nnamdi Kanu. The killing failed. So on their process to bring him back here, they started giving slots. They even give to reverend fathers. They gave to pastors, not to say anything. They gave to Owen, all those Anglican, right? They gave to them. They gave to politicians, they promised them, you will win Senate, you will go and contest for House of Rep. Don't talk about Nnamdi Kanu. They told Devuma, you know, this is your turn to be president. Cool down. Did you understand? That's how they arrange them. They do it. We knew how they do it. And that is what they always do. And they have implemented it now. They have promised them. Now, these people are the people now giving them idea how to fight P2B. These people they have promised now. They know they will use them. But they don't know that P2B, God will now use him as an arrow, though against them. But they plant him against Nnamdi Kanu, that if he win president, the Biafra will now die. They don't know that the election will be rigged and P2B will not be easy. And those that supported him now, they're now regretting. Because it did not give birth to what they expected. It is now coming against them. And that is why we ask you, stop attacking P2B. He is now a different agitation that is bringing headache to Nigeria while we push. The pressure supposed not be coming from only us. It will be as if we are doing it personal. Other Nigerians supposed to be angry so that the world can come. They don't come with the issue of one people. They come with the general issue. That is why we ask you to leave him. There is a way they change the war. The battle have changed to another level. Not on that election issue. It has moved to another level. Did you understand? And then there is a way they shall log on. So now go have the not there now. If we have IPOB created neutrality, had we not come with neutrality, that weapon against Nigeria will not be there. It will be only us agitated. Did you understand? Now people are now agitated politically. Why we agitate here? Under our self-determination. And that their own will raise another one. You see many things Nigeria is concocting. It is raising. That is agitation against his rigging of his election. Is what forced them to be attacking us in Lagos. And this attack in Lagos is moving to the world. That ethnicity. They now know that Nigeria cannot be managed. Do you understand? But if we didn't allow them to go and vote, it will not manifest in Lagos. These are works God have been directing leadership to do. They don't even know it. Even in their emotion, nobody wants election to hold. But they are not in charge of themselves. Chukwu Abiyama is in charge of our movement. He will always give them idea that it will not be understandable to our enemies, but at the end, it will give us good result. Even us will not be accepting it. But it is a divine instruction that immediately it is announced on Radio Biafra, God will approve it. It will be implemented and it will give birth to the good result. Do you understand? That's why Kanu was doing secret court as if he's doing it to take glory alone. You know, trying to take glory alone, it doesn't work because we are not doing anything to be glorified. We are doing this that our people will be glorified by those that have caused us. Because we must have our country. Our leader said that what we do is not that we become known, popular, or get money. Nonsense. We are doing this because God in heaven, Chukwu Abiyama himself, have determined that we should come and do it. And exactly what we are doing. You went to UK court, you're doing it privately, you use your name, Nnamdi Kanu brother. It didn't have any weight. That is a useless suit. Not even Nnamdi Kanu's family, no. Nnamdi Kanu's younger brother. What weight? What do you think it will give birth to? The British cannot be afraid of one man in the issue of Nnamdi Kanu. He is their citizen. They knew his right. They deny him his right in Nigeria. What is the only thing that can give you victory is when IPOB is involved. But you want to take the glory, it doesn't work. You want to be using it to collect money that nobody will ask you, how do you manage it? Because you don't want to involve IPOB, and we are angry that we lose that case. You lose that case. Why? Because the name of Nnamdi Kanu is involved. Nnamdi Kanu doesn't lose. He don't lose something. But you use his name to go and mismanage in a court of law. Thinking you can do it. Immediately you secure victory in, and you secure the victory in UK, you will not allow IPOB to talk again. You will not allow IPOB leadership. You say you are in charge. You say that they have not done anything. You secure victory in UK. You don't know that our God is always jealous of anybody that is jealous of IPOB. And UK, you have not witnessed it. Go and ask. God in heaven is always jealous of who? If you are jealous of IPOB, he will be jealous also of whatever you want as a good thing in your life. God will block it. You will not be honored. You can never get honor. You will always be dishonored. Immediately, you are envying IPOB. Immediately, God will be against you. It doesn't matter. You want to make victory in UK court, Kanunta, with your name, Nnamdi Kanu brother. You didn't even use family. so that it will have weight. Now, why God allow it to fail is because of your emotion and your mind, what you have concluded, that if you win this case, that the IPOB leadership will be nothing to you. So as far as you have that thing in mind, God will now make you nothing. And today you are frustrated. Even as God knew that that case have nothing to do for Nnamdi Kanu in his freedom, that thing you are doing there. Did you understand? If it is something, he would have pushed you out and hand over the case to who should do it. But he allowed you to disgrace yourself, knowing that selfishness in the public issue does not pay. Nnamdi Kanu is not a private matter. It is not something somebody will say is his brother. That's why some people in abroad that Kanu are confused, deceived with some things. Kanu that is, if you, in this struggle, you divide me 10, he's not up to 1. Do you know my reason? If anybody is championing Biafra, he can never join. Are you understanding? When we tell you something, we make point. This is a start, you know. If another person is leading Biafra agitation, Kanu can never join. So I'm greater than him. His brother is leading me. He cannot allow another person's brother to lead him. So I'm greater than him. It's only the brother that influenced him to be talking of IPOB. If another person is leading, he cannot talk about it. Do you understand? So what those people he deceived is that Kanu is doing his own. There is something he's doing. Is he doing his own? Wasn't Nnamdi Kanu kidnapped because of Kanu case? What are you fighting for, Nnamdi Kanu? You will not involve, you will not tell IPOB leadership. If there are things you'll be doing. If we discover it, we'll destroy it. He's not for you. He's not answering a family case. You will tell us no. That's why politicians, they want to go for free Nnamdi Kanu. They let us know. If you go there to discuss something with him, he will tell you to meet IPOB. Before a lawyer will be approved, you will speak with the leadership. Leadership will also message our leader that they are speaking with social person. Then our leader, these are the people that will talk price with you. After talking, they will inform our leader. Our leader, if he like it, he will approve it. So how can you be telling me you do something for Nnamdi Kanu without reaching them? And you think British will listen to you? If IPOB is not involved in any case of Nnamdi Kanu, the British will not take it at anything. Do you think they fear Nnamdi Kanu? They don't fear him. They fear the people he's leading. Do you think you will fear him? They fear the people he's leading. Then why do they tell someone to say there is fracture? Why do they tell him to divert people? So that Nigeria will tell the world that the people he's leading is small. That the people have making a choice of another leader. So that the world will not be afraid of the crowd he's leading again. Selfishness is what destroys Kanu. And when I was in Agiri, Kanu is doing something. Come on, is doing something. No, our leader carries saying, no, I ain't la biazela. On a do, or take a blood, is doing something. What are you doing with one man? No, when he was going to Adochukwu, he would tell us, don't go, I'm Nnamdi Kanu, I'm going. Even when he went to see Uncle Briggs, he stopped somewhere and picked some people and go to Uncle Briggs. All these politicians that he met, there are people he went with. In Biafra land, he met all of these people when he left Kuje prison. He started going to them one by one. This man, this Nnamdi Kanu, meeting them one. After meeting them, then was on the process of meeting them that they started calling for meeting so that they will gather in Enugu with him one place. He met them one by one. Do you know he visited Uncle Briggs? That woman, our sister. He visited him. He visited people. He visited traditional rulers. All these people that conspired to kill him, he met them one by one. He never do it alone. After that one, he started moving us out. All road leads to Ekulobia. All road leads to Hiala. All road leads to Olu. All road leads to Owerri. All road leads to Iguacha. That is open campaign. He never do it alone. Even Nnamdi Kanu brother, na UK court. Kagini me. Kiwe kere IPOB. Na case Nnamdi Kanu ki na Nnamdi Kanu brother. Not Nnamdi Kanu family. Not Nnamdi Kanu family. Do you know the wife suit? The suit of Nnamdi Kanu's wife is more powerful than suit of Kanu. You know, he don't reason. He don't reason. If not for selfishness, why not connect the wife of our leader? The woman that have every grant to take anybody to court because of his husband, he have any grant more than any brother to Nnamdi Kanu. She have the grant to go to court and talk about her husband. Kanu, they don't have right to file a suit for Nnamdi Kanu. You say Nnamdi Kanu brother against UK to give result to what? What are you going to achieve? Individual something. Nonsense. Mad people everywhere. Now he's doing something. Doing something. I name something. We channel it to IPOB. And now the force. It's a 91 now. It's a long way government against. Other man, you a madman. Everything we do, we channel it to IPOB. That is the force there. You know, may hear singularly now. And when we power, ni man. Togetherness, we have power. And when we power. Anyu ukwu na anyu ofu. Imelu mala director na achi unochi. Koto shi achi unochi. After lying, he will message DOS. After lying, he will message them. Even you that is the enemy that is giving our leader bad idea, after everything, bad information, he will still send the message to leadership. Do you see that you don't do anything secret? You go and talk about money, he will message the person what to go and message the leadership. So the leadership know you went there and say something. There's nothing you tell him that he will not tell the leadership. He knows he's not alone. People are in charge. He wrote the oath and make sure that the oath, our oath, we must be loyal to leadership of IPOB. Nnamdi Kanu wrote it. He put the name of IPOB leadership first before his name. He know why. In his presence, he will expel you, he will give announcement, he will suspend you, he will approve something. Who will issue the memo? IPOB leadership, not office of Nnamdi Kanu. They will say from IPOB leadership, led by Nnamdi Kanu. Who will sign it? HOD, Head of Directorate of State. If Nnamdi Kanu appoint you, or expel you, or suspend you, who will sign the memo? HOD. Now, in the oath, what the oath said, that I hereby solemnly, voluntarily, and swear to be absolutely loyal to the leadership of IPOB. And then Nnamdi Kanu, Director of Radio Biafra. Do you see their power? Do you see? After your gossip, he must message them. He must message them. He cannot buy it. As in Odogwa ma mburoko. It's an amai. Chileke bekwere bere na IPOB kwa ego. Ayijukwe madu na ala. Thank you. Thank you. Share it o. I na-eti ndị iro mmanwụ. Some people are just joining. In case this is your first time, I am fearless IPOB evangelist. Mazi Maduabuchi. Ade amama o. from Ndiabo and in GA under Oji River. Province Biafra land. Nnamdi Kanu is our leader. That's why we told those politicians that Nnamdi Kanu has no replacement. In case you are thinking that in case something happened to him, then there is something you use to replace him, or there is something you give to us, we'll now be happy. And we forget Nnamdi Kanu. You are dreaming. We can accept anything in replacement of Nnamdi Kanu had he died in detention while court rulings have not come. Did you understand? We will say he died in battlefield. But this one, if you kill him, means that you come to his house and kill him because the court have freed him. These are things we need to secure that people don't know. When court have not given ruling, they were forcing Simon Eber to be shouting, 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 shouting. The life of Nnamdi Kanu was in danger then. Until the court to say he's discharged, that's when he's secured. You can't tell us story about his life. No, he's not in detention. He's not facing trial. What is killing him? What is he doing in DSS? What he is doing in detention? So you don't have story to tell us. But before you say he's facing trial, anything can happen. He's not facing trial. These are things we told her. I told them, oh, that you can achieve. Or local government chairman. No, ka ime ndị a ihe here. Esecure ya vetri ga-eji ga gosi mmadụ si ya no ihe a we iwe gị. Ị na-akọ rubbish. Ị na-agbali egbe na court no trial. Are you mad? Court no case no trial nwere date of court. Makwa na case gị nwere date of court. Ị ga-eche date of court. He can fall victim then. Onye ka ị na-etiri mkpu. Man can Nnamdi Kanu unconditionally n'ọnụ nkịtị. He has no case. He committed nothing. Based on court order. Ajọ weapon. And you need to secure it. But they told their agent, you cannot secure victory in your enemy's court, in your oppressor's court. Let us burn down the Nigeria. We waited for them to go and burn down Nigeria. They didn't. They were busy destroying Biafra land. Hey, our leader said, if you look for me, you did not see me. Burn down the zoo. They never do bam. Not even a knockout in the land of Nigeria. All they are shooting is in Biafra land. Even in Biafra land, no northerner, 4 victims. All the victims are Biafrans. Where have they attacked the zoo? No. Do you understand? They will quote another thing, do another thing. And our leader said, before you do this thing, you need to create the scenario of Yemen, the scenario of Somalia, the scenario of Syria, in the northern part of the damnable Republic of the Zoo. But the government contracted agent Simon Eberima was creating the scenario of Yemen, Syria, Somalia in the eastern part, which is Biafra land. It is against the instruction of our leader. That's why ESN is in the bush. We don't want to create a scenario in our place. But they paid him to create that scenario in our land. But our leader said, in the northern part of the damnable Republic of the Zoo, not even in Yoruba land. That's why we told our people, we are not coming to fight for you in Lagos. We are not coming to help you in Lagos. But we will create a good environment for you at home. Provide security for you. Because our leader said, we need to create that scenario in the northern part of the damnable Republic of the Zoo. That's why when Simon Eber was shouting about gun, I told them in a broadcast that there is a plan. And very soon, you will hear it from Nigerian intelligence. They will say that they uncovered an intelligence that IPOB ESN is about to attack DSS facility and they take Nnamdi Kanu away. And based on this information, that the Nigerian security will dismantle Nnamdi Kanu and put him in a very safe place, not in DSS custody. They were trying to use him that time and keep Nnamdi Kanu incommunicado. They were trying to use it. That's why they said that in charge of ESN. They want to say that they uncover information that ESN want to enter Abuja. And if they do so, they will go and take order from court to change Nnamdi Kanu to a better place. Do you know the better place? Jaji Barak. Where they will be giving him urine to drink. By then, court have not given judgment. By then, they will be using Vanguard and Punch to message you. By then, the army will wait. They will keep Ejiofor outside. He will deliver his message to army. Army will tell him, Tomorrow, you will hear from Punch and BBC what Nnamdi Kanu said. Tomorrow, you will hear from CNN what Nnamdi Kanu said. By then, Lai Mohammed will now be speaking for Nnamdi Kanu. Because they want to change him, because IPOB secured 2 times visit a week. To him, it is very dangerous to Nigerian agenda against us. They cannot stand it. They tell Berima to be shouted so that they will give allegation that we want to come and attack Abuja DSS so that they can change our leader from there, where we can assess him, to a place where we cannot assess him. As intelligent as we are, we decode it and we started fighting. We started fighting. To the extent that Simon started calling the DSS to arrest Ejiofor because they want to stop information from our leader so that he can say anything. Did you understand? While our leader is alive, he must say something. You can't say that it's somebody that is leading IPOB, somebody that is leading a freedom fighting, that is a life, cannot make a comment. Hey, you don't have anything to say. We should fight for him and free him. You are mad. He's not a thief. Only a criminal will be in detention. His criminal gang will plan for his freedom without notifying him. This man is a freedom fighter. You must tell him how you are fighting for his freedom, whether he accepts it or not. He will decide the type of freedom he needs. If you don't know it, go and mark it somewhere. That is how it is done. The enemy meets him and said, do you agree in this? Do you agree in this? Do you believe in this? Let us free you to go. He said no. So how come you are outside saying you are fighting for his freedom without reaching him? Do you know his interrogation with the enemy last night? Do you know what they presented to him last night? So you need to communicate him and tell him the next step you are taking in his case, whether he will accept it or not. You don't start killing people. You say he can, Nnamdi Kanu, he don't do anything. He's in detention. He will not do anything. We are the people to do. You are very, very far from the activities of Nnamdi Kanu. You are very, very far. You don't even know freedom fighting. You don't. Even people that are in cell, before their children will sell their house to give barrister, they will go and tell him that the ega go kola barrister can need the kolego awahi. He will now know that if you can say that him or that his case is now coming down, he will tell you where his case is. Because the emir visited him. The sultan visited him. They begged him. He said no. You don't know his last argument with the enemy. You say you are going to kill, that Nnamdi Kanu cannot do anything by himself. He is tied down. So we need to kill to free him. You are very, very foolish. Very, very foolish. Oh, no, she can break a cell without Yamwema. Or this safe, fine. Oh no, this safe, fine. Nnamdi Kanu will tell you the kind of freedom he needs. Okay, Malik. Why do lawyers communicate him in any move they make in his case? Why? Do you know his last discussion? After visiting him and go, do you know the enemy, the powers that are holding him? Do you know when they visited him, what he discussed with them last? Or don't you know they argue our freedom? No, you don't know. But you want Ejiofor to publish it. Don't you know they visit him? So you think they are doing argument with our leader. That is the freedom. So how do you start killing without letting him know? People told you that you don't need to let him know. Do something. Don't listen to him. You don't have something to say. You are very foolish. And this is why we are here. To arrange our people. A force one, I decided. Chineke akpọkọ anya nye eme ha Nigeria nọ na-ere oil when we are doing it. Is it now that they wake up? Ugbu a ka ha biri n'ụra. Why na anyị take chago position? Anyị register chago na countries in the world ha bịa na assign terrorists. But we have registered. Ọsịsọ ka anyị na-eme ọsịsọ, the rest na-eme ọsịsọ. And they are ignorant of this very fact. Facebook, are you angry? Don't be angry now. We'll still come next time. Not once now. You can't stop us now. We'll still say it tomorrow. Say it next tomorrow. So you are the people that will get tired. Not to. Do you have anything? No. Nnamdi Kanu is the only one left. Only thing, the last gift given to us. So do you think you can suppress us? Not to talk about him? And go and do what now? Do you have anything? Not to talk about Nnamdi Kanu. Then go and manage what? Do you leave anything for us? You took our oil, took our tangerine, took our cement, took everything. So what do you want us to go and do? Somebody that is planning to convince us to forget Nnamdi Kanu. What can you present? I want to know. Is there anything that can you can replace him with? People are very, very confused. Thank you. Some of our people did not listen to you. They didn't listen to him. That very powerful man. Let me bring the video for our people to listen again. I want them to listen again. No, not this one. Wait, let me play fight on victory is short. Present the man of my here. Chineke mere m ebere. Ihe a na-eme na Lagos na tape. Ihe niile na ebe a. The whole intimidation, ihe niile ma ikpe eziri ezi, ma ekpecha ekpegharị, ihe ndị a niile. Everything on a street ojukwa. Ebe ihe anọ na YouTube, m chọrọ onye ga-download rom ihe out. M chọrọ download asị go to Wi-Fi setting, do nka. I need to download it complete. And they play, ka anyị play only this tape dịrị ezigbo mkpa now sef. Even in here na Radio Biafra, ha play onye a dị ezigbo mkpa. Speech ya, o ji mmadụ niile ị na-akpa na radio, ịkpọ ya 3 days na Radio Biafra na asụrụ ọka amawa jijiji. Speech Ojukwu, August gathering, 1987. 5 months of the war. But we must continue. Thank you for listening. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for all you are doing. Thank you for your time. Thank you for spending your data. Thank you. Our people are formidable. We'll continue to do so. As Ojukwu said, we'll continue to fight on victory is assured. We will continue to do so, and our leader is in charge of everything we are doing, and that is why we must be under the chain of command and the command and control of IPOB, so that the leadership can give account of our activities, so that our leader can be proud to stand again to face trial of anything we committed through our self-determination approach. Any allegation they give us, he will stand it as far as we carry it on through self-determination under the command of IPOB. But if you do things individually and not under the modus operandi of IPOB or the command of IPOB, then if you commit anything, you face your case. Do you understand? Because our leader cannot be answering a case. That's why some people say, autopilot IPOB. Get away, you are not. Our lawyer cannot even come for you. Talk more of. Our lawyer cannot even come for you. Talk more of. Our leader does not lead two groups in freedom fighting. Stop deceiving yourself. And when you commit crime, Nigerian government will label it an IPOB, and you want us to accept it. Did we command you? Did we command you? Did you understand? Or him zirigi? Or here comes zirigi? That's him by Jima daddy me. Or here ka daddy zirigi? Gijra ha daddy me. Me aron abag. Talk more of ndina wode daddy. It wouldn't well. You know, there was on your family or the Biawara pandos on their commit a crime. Abia Bugide Hajona Waham. Why they should accept you that committed the crime and know that the crime is honorable. Why did you not take it? Why do you started you say you are the child of so man? Tell them your father now. Why are you preserving your father? You now say you are working for Nnamdi Kanu. Use the name of your father. Thank you, Ezudo, Chineke Mmeri. Thank you, Ezaman, Chineke ndị Biafra, Chineke Nnamdi Kanu. Imeela maka ụbọchị taa. Imeela maka ebere gị. Imeela maka ịdị mma gị. Imeela Ezudo. Nara ekele, nara otuto, nara ọjịja mma, nara mbuli elu. Tọọkwa Nnamdi Kanu na-agbụ. Tinyekwe Nigeria n'ọgbaaghara dịka ị na-eti ha. Mekwa ha ka ha na-eme ihe ọbụla m ga-eweta Biafra nwere onwe. Ha megodi ya na amamihe ha, tọnụọ ya on our favor. Ha plan go against us, tọnụọ ya against them. Otu ha plotụrụ Peter Obi against us, iwe tọnụọ the arrow against them. Peter Obi is now arrow against them. Otu a ka ị ga-eche atọnụ ihe niile ngwa ọgụ niile ha kwadoro against us, tọnụọ ya against them. Nara ekele nara otuto n'ihi na ịbụ chi n'aha gị, chi ukwu okike, abịa amara pụrụ ime ihe niile. We have prayed. Ise. Thank you. Thank you.